Hello, welcome to Fantastical Magic Tarot. My name is Andrea. Today we're going to be doing a reading asking what is blocking you from moving forward in your life. And this can be what is blocking you in moving forward from whatever area of your life that the universe or your spirit guides want to talk to you about. So this could be any kind of theme in your life. So with that said, let's get into it. You have 3 piles. Pile number 1, you have the smoky quartz. Pile number 2 is this, I don't know what kind of stone this is. It's a gift. It's like this aquamarine, a little more greeny than aquamarine, I would say. But anyway, here's the stone. If you know what this is, let me know. And then the rose quartz. That's piles number 1, 2, and 3. You pick whichever one you're drawn to the most. And then there will be timestamps in the description box below, and I will see you in your reading. Welcome, pile number 1, to your reading about what is blocking you from moving forward. I'm going to put this aside. So I pre-shuffled Oracle today, but we're going to shuffle and get the tarot live. And so I will actually begin by showing you your oracle. So let's do that. And I'm going to just take this pile aside here in case there's any cards that I have to cover up for YouTube. So the first card you got is number 36 with Witch's Wounds. It says Remedy, Magical Medicine, Sacred Heart, Another Day. Okay, and I probably won't comment too much on these until I got them all out. Sorry, maybe that's too high. Okay. Next card is number 29. Drawing Down the Moon, Divine Feminine, Source, Channel, Stillness. The next one, you got 3 of these particular cards. I think the other groups only got 2. This next one is number 15. Secret Seances, Spirit World, Messages, Assistance, Memories. Okay. And then the next card is God of the Underworld. Something which no longer serves you is about to end. Okay. Then the next one you got is Embracing. Pretty card, hey? Okay, and then you got Adventures. Okay, so let me just look at these for a second. I am getting a message right away, but I just want to sit with this just for 1 second. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sorry, just bear with me here. Okay, yeah, definitely. All right, so this Embracing card, it's kind of, these 2 are centering your reading here. The Drawing Down the Moon with the Divine Feminine, Source, Channel, and Stillness with this Embracing card. And this is, you can see there's a lot of stillness in this card as well. This Embracing card is a lot about emotions. It's about, it can either be about overflowing emotions or blocked emotions, emotions not being able to run through. And I think with all the other cards here, I am very much, you can see this card is a heart with, it seems like arrows in it, kind of like a 3 of Swords energy. And then there's a card here about memories. So I am definitely getting that the block here is emotional. So the block that is affecting you from being able to move forward in your life, it's an emotional block. And I think it has to do with something that you're having a hard time letting go of. a person or relationship is what I am. It doesn't have to be, but for some of you, it definitely will be. It's going to be a person or a relationship. It's also going to be, for some of you, something else. Something like, maybe you lost somebody, and if you didn't, like, maybe you someone in your life passed on, or they moved really far away from you, or just someone really close to you, or maybe you've had to move away, anything like that. And if you lost anyone, I'm very sorry. I mean, no matter what, I'm sorry for all of you, because there seems like there's some pain here. But you are being encouraged. So with this God of the Underworld card, something which no longer serves you is about to end. And this Adventures card, there's like a progression here. Okay. And so it's like the ending and the heartbreak that comes with the ending, whether you've already experienced it or you haven't quite let it go yet because you're just having a hard time doing it. But I think ultimately you will. I mean, you may or may not. You have free will. But the progression I'm seeing here is the letting go, the heartbreak around that letting go, the sitting with that, with the letting the emotions flow around this, okay, which requires some stillness, which requires you being able to tap into your emotions and not have any shame around them, or not try to bulldoze through them. Process. This is a processing. This is an emotional flow here, flowing through. And then it's like a transmutation or an integration of this process into yourself, because you know what, when we go through this kind of stuff, it's not like we ever just completely let it go. Like it's gone from us, but it can be with us in a different way, in a way where we can move forward in our lives. We have the space internally and externally in our real world, and also within our own hearts, within our own energies, to be able to embrace something new, and to be able to do that in a way where it's not going to be, there's not going to be self-sabotage because you didn't properly go through the process. There isn't going to be an inability to really enjoy or grow in this next phase because you did what you needed to do in this kind of middle stage here to be able to really, move forward in this new beginning, in this adventure, whatever this is going to be for you. So that's very lovely. Yeah, so let's get some tarot. I mean, it's bittersweet. It's a bittersweet energy that I'm getting, but this part is, this is lovely on this end. So let's get some tarot. Please, can we ask the universal energies and guides for pile number 1 for more information, please? What is blocking them? What messages do they need about this? Okay, I'll show you what pops out here. More messages for pile number 1, please. More messages for pile number 1. Okay. So we've got, slowing down. And I believe this is the page. So this tarot deck is a bit different than a traditional tarot deck. So I'm just going to double check because it's a newer deck to me and I just love it so much. It's very powerful. But anyway, I'm pretty sure this is Pentacles. I'm pretty sure this might be the Knight of Pentacles, given the message here, but I'll find out. It's either the Page or Knight of Pentacles. And then we've got the Transformation card. Totally. This very much fits. Hang on. Let me just double check this. I want to make sure. See if it's the Page or the Knight. Yes, it's the Knight of Pentacles. And I figured because of the slowing down message. I wanted to double check. But as I was checking that, I was just skimming the guidebook. And I got to read you this because I feel like it sums up everything. But before I do that, so this Transformation card, I'm going to let you look at it better, actually. It's the Death card. So this is clearly, again, this message, something So there's a death and rebirth. Okay, and there is a rising after this death. And this is very much about surrendering to what has happened and letting go whatever needs to be let go of. And transmuting those emotions, letting all those emotions happen, surrendering to them, and then transmuting into the next phase of your life, the rebirth part. So this is all very synchronistic, what you're getting from messaging here. There is a deep message about letting go. There's like a deep emotional healing in these cards, in these messages for you. So I feel like this is not an easy one. This isn't just a like shed a couple tears and move on with it kind of process. And I'm sorry to tell you that. I mean, I'm not sorry. Like, I'm sorry that it's painful, but that is what is necessary in order for this kind of rebirth, transmutation, growth kind of thing to happen. So, but I do feel there's a very deep emotional thing here. Okay, let me read you this slowing down though, because it's just so beautiful the way they wrote it. So it says, the Night of Rainbows is a reminder that just like this tortoise, we carry our home with us wherever we go. There is no need to hurry, no need to seek shelter elsewhere. Even as we move into the depths of the emotional waters, we can remain self-contained and free from attachments. It is a time when you are ready to let go of any expectations you have had about yourself or other people, and to take responsibility for any illusions you might have been carrying. There is no need to do anything but rest in the fullness of who you are right now. If desires and hopes and dreams are fading away, so much the better. Their disappearance is making space for a new quality of stillness and acceptance of what is. And you are able to welcome this development in a way that you have never been able to before. Savor this quality of slowing down and coming to rest and recognizing that you are already at home. Okay, I just thought that was beautifully said. And again, I'm just getting the same message over and over again here for you. It's just so clear. But I really want to ask about, what is this adventure card? Like, you know, there's some heavy energy here, but there's some real brightness at the end here. So let's just ask, what is this adventure card for pile number 1? What is this new adventure? Can we have a little information for them about what comes after all of this transformation? What is this adventure card for pile number 1? Okay, let's see. We might only need one. If we need another one, we'll get another one. That's 9 of Cups. We don't need another one. Yes, that's a wish fulfillment card. So, you know what, let me show you this more. So, I mean, okay, so yes, the card says laziness, and I think I'm going to intuitively read this card. But instead of laziness, we're going to use the word worry-free, relaxation. This is like this new adventure. You're going to have some peace. You're going to have some wish fulfillment. You're going to have, inner and outer peace but the thing is that what I am getting with this card is that, like, this is the 9 of Cups, not the 10 of Cups. So, you know, you're going to have a period of like really like what you deserve. This is going to be well-earned wish fulfillment, but it's not the final stage. I mean, life, we're always growing and evolving and always trying to better ourselves. It's part of the human condition. Well, most of us. I know some of us do get apathetic, but anyway. So this is just a message that this is what's coming for you, wish fulfillment, of being able to like put your feet up. You know, you're not going to have to, you're going to get a period where you don't have to do all this hard kind of emotional work and letting things go and persevering and all that. You're going to get a period of time where it's going to feel good. And it's going to be, but look, the next one after this is the 10 of Cups. So I can't wait for you to get there. And it's always about the journey, not the destination. But sometimes it's really nice to be at like, it's not a destination. It's like one of the pit stops on this whole journey, but you're going to get a pit stop and it's going to feel good. And, you know, this is about, yeah, emotional and like physical rest for you and wish fulfillment. So that's beautiful. It's very encouraging. Okay. Light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, so if you got anything out of this, I would really appreciate a like and subscribe. And if you have anything to say in the comments, I'm always happy to hear that too. And all the best to you, okay? See you in the next one. Hi, group number 2. This is your reading about what is blocking you from moving on in your life and whatever area is going to be for you. Whatever we get here, that's your stone. I'm putting it aside. I pre-shuffled Oracle, but we're going to do Tarot live. Well, I guess on screen. And I'll shuffle and show you what pops out for the tarot. But now I just dropped all the tarot cards, so now I have to pick them up. I didn't drop them, they just kind of spilled over a bit. Anyway, let's look at your oracle. I'm going to just take them here and I'll pull them out one by one. So the first card we got is number 18. It says Raising Winds, magical release, calling, intention, stronghold. Okay, that's the first one. The second one is number 4, Earth Mother, psychic recharge, grounded healer, mentor, layers. Okay. And then we got, oh, just hang on. That's going to take me a second. I just have to cover this one up. Here we go. We got Angel of Clearing. Your time of waiting and confusion will soon be over. And I will comment more on this stuff once I get them all out, okay? Okay, and then next, we have Protection. Okay, and then we got relaxation. Okay, so what I'm getting right away here sorry, I'm just sitting with this for a second. I'm trying to make sure I'm clear about this, but I did right away get a strong message about, for some of you, I feel like you need to loosen your grip on something. Honestly, this is what I'm getting right away. And you can see that this hand is holding on to this. This hand is kind of open and letting things go. And I also get with this, there's this stark difference in energy between these two cards of protection and relaxation. Like this could be self-protection, this could be control actually. Is really what I'm getting. That's the message I'm getting. And maybe you've had to do this. Like, not that this was a bad thing to have control or not let go of something, like let go of your own power or will or whatever over a situation. And maybe that was a necessary part of this process of wherever you're headed. But I feel like there's a time coming now of that things, like you've done enough work, things will resolve and you're going to have a lot more clarity. Yeah, and you can just, I think what's blocking you is, maybe you're like, it's just the same thing. Like, you're not really surrendering or handing things over or trusting. When I say handing things over, I mean to spirit, the universe, whatever. It could even be somebody in your life you're not trusting. Maybe you need some help with something. let someone else do some work, or it's just like, no, you just need to actually just have some faith. But very much there's this message of like being at a final stage of something, and that there is stability coming of some sort. So I need to get more information because, you know, that's just the general energy I'm getting. I'm going to get tarot now to get more information for you. Can we please have more information for pile number 2 here? What is blocking them from moving on in their life? What is this about for pile number 2, please? More information for pile number 2 here. What is blocking them? What messages do they need about this? Okay, quite a bit here. Okay, so, and again, I'm just going to show you them all before I comment too much. We got the source. You got the Knight of Swords. Yeah, this is the Knight of Swords with fighting again, which definitely goes along with what I was saying. Anyway, I said I was not going to say anything until I put them all out. So sometimes I can't help myself. Oh, the Lovers. You see everything? Yeah, you can, right? Harmony. That's the 10 of Cups. Yeah, lovely. And then you have the Creator, which is the King of Wands. Okay, pile number 2. So what the message here is that, sorry, I just want to look at these oracle again, but what the message here is that I think right now there needs to be a shift in your approach to whatever this is about for you. This could be about a relationship. This could be about something you're creating. This can be work related, anything that you're creating, and just keeping in mind that relationships are also acts of creation. So literally anything that you're creating. And I feel like it's time for like a maturity in whatever this is. So a maturity in the relationship, in the way of interacting with each other, or a maturity in your approach to finish manifesting whatever, or creating whatever you're creating. But there's definitely, like, if you don't shift sort of your energy approach right now, I think that is going to be a block for you. And I think whatever you've done so far has gotten you so far, and it seems like it was the right thing to do. But there's just, yeah, it's time for things to mature. Time for a different approach. And so a lot of this, there's a lot of message about, so the Source card. Okay, sorry, can you see? You can still see stuff. I just needed to look at everything as I'm talking, so bear with me. When I talk and I read, I move the cards around like crazy, but it's so that I can give you the best message. Maybe, I feel like maybe part of your this confusion that maybe is here is about maybe you've hit a plateau or something, or there's been some kind of stagnation in something that seemed like it was growing. Again, relationship, project, work, whatever. And maybe you're kind of wondering why your old approach just isn't working anymore. Like you're not yielding the same fruits of your labor kind of vibe. And the message very much here is about centering, grounding, going inward. That, like, the shift is like you're going to continue to use, like, there's a lot of energy in this reading, and it's like you have a lot of energy available to you, but I think the shift is that it's no longer external energy you're going to be working with. It is much more internal energy that you're going to be working with. So this Source card, this talks about tapping into source. And the only way to tap into source, and source can be the universe, God, whatever, but tapping into source requires stillness. It requires getting out of your head. And with this, and again, you're getting the same thing with this harmony card. This is a person, their third eye is activated. They are meditating. They are internal right now. And look at all of the power around them, all of the energy, but it's all coming from within. And same thing, he looks like he's in meditation, all of this fiery power coming from within. And this is very much a like, as within, so without, or whatever, you know, all those sayings like, your external world is a reflection of your internal world. So if there's anything in your external world that you want to change, you want to keep growing, you want to mature, evolve, it's going to require you to do some inner tapping in and inner work. This card here, it can be about, this card is about the maturing of a relationship, the mirroring of that people can do for each other, the evolution of a relationship. You know, relationships at the beginning, you know, they can be all passionate and exciting and physical, and they mature, right? They go through evolution, and this is very much about maturing, evolution. And yeah, I think it's time to stop fighting, actually, like physically, material world, trying to control and make things happen. It's about shifting to your energy within. This is very clear message. I don't even need to say anything else. I think this message is a fair bit shorter than the last one, but it's just super clear. So that's what's blocked. That, I don't know if you're blocked yet. Maybe some of you are. I feel for a lot of you, this is just like saying you're going to be blocked if you don't shift. You don't mature in your approach, mature in your relationship. Everything I just talked about, I won't keep repeating myself. Okay, so if you got anything out of that, I would appreciate a like and subscribe. And I'm really curious, is this about a relationship? Is this about a business? What is this about? What are you creating? Pile number 2. Let me know in the comments. Okay, see you in the next one. Hello, pile number 3 to your reading about what is blocking you from moving forward in your life. And rose quartz we're going to put to the side. I pre-shuffled oracle, and then we're going to do some tarot. I'll shuffle tarot during the reading and we'll see what pops out. But let's start off with your oracle. I'm just going to put this to the side and I'll pull them out one by one. The first card is number 19 with Jinn. Wildness, enigma, service, choices. Very interesting card. Okay. Your next one. Card number 2. Ancient amulets, fortune, protection, skills, possessions. I don't know why I feel like putting them on each end here for some reason, but I'm going with it. The next card is Angel of Support. The universe has heard your silent call for help. Put that one in the middle. I'm going to talk more after I get the oracle all out here. Okay, and then your next one. Diligence. And then your final oracle here. Pleasure. That's nice. Okay, so what I'm getting here for some of you, I feel like I'm getting a pull in energies, but definitely one of the messages is that I feel an anxiety here. I feel an anxiety. I feel like some of you, whatever this is about for you, that every little thing that you're doing about it, I feel like you're having you just are getting really hung up on every little thing about something. And you're not able to get out of your head. Some of you, I feel like Maybe this is because this has to do with something that has to do with like your money or your security or your foundation. It doesn't even have to be about finances. It could be about a foundational relationship, anything, I don't know. But yeah, I just feel like this, for some of you, there is this anxiety here, and that's what's blocking you. You need to let go a bit and have some faith that you're being supported. Maybe some of you have been praying a lot or just asking for help a lot. Like, what do I do? I kind of get this feeling, yeah, that a lot of you have just been like, what do? I don't ever know what to do. I don't know what the right thing is. I don't know if I ever made the right choice. Am I making the right choices? Am I screwing this up? How do I make things better? And I feel like that's the block. But there's a very clear message about protection and support here. Like, literally, your prayers have been heard. And you need to find a way to like stop and smell the roses. You need to find a way to let go of this mental energy and find some kind of joy, small pleasures. Literally, stop and smell the roses, or stop and listen to the birds, or sit down and really enjoy your food. Like, forget about everything while you're eating a delicious meal and just focus on that. Like, that's really, and I feel like that's going to shift your energy, and that's going to let this support come through on an energetic kind of level. I feel like you're blocked energetically because of what's going on in your mental body. So let's see. Let's just get more information. Can we please have more information for pile number 3 here? More information for pile number 3. What's this about? And how are they blocked? And what messages do they need about this, please? Universal energies. And guys, for pile number 3. We have more information here for pile number 3. We have more information here for pile number 3. Okay. Yeah. Okay, hang on. Sorry. I'll show you all these cards. First one we got is the Queen of Wands. Sharing. These cards, this deck, the meanings are different than, a bit different, sometimes quite a bit different than a traditional tarot deck. Because really, when I look at this card, I kind of see more Queen of Pentacles vibes from a traditional point of view, but also Queen of Wands too. Anyway, I won't go on. Sorry, I'm just going to show you all your cards first before I get into stuff. So yeah, there you go. Sharing, Queen of Wands. And what came out next? I think this one did. Ordinariness. 8 of Pentacles. Okay, sorry, I want to keep talking about every card, but I'm going to wait. Just hang on. And then, yes, I like this one. Going with the flow. And this is the Ace of Cups. Maybe you guys, okay, sorry. I keep doing it, you guys. Okay, I said I wasn't going to wait. Okay, and then we've got the 3 of Pentacles with guidance. Very angelic energy there too. Okay, so look at this service card with the sharing. Are you feeling responsible for others? Is that part of where this anxiety is coming from? That's kind of what I'm getting there. And you can see in this card here, hey, I love this card. But like, this person is just doing their work in this beautiful meadow or whatever, part of nature she's in, and she's collecting flowers or whatever she's collecting. And I really feel like she's just getting a lot of pleasure in the ordinary work that she's doing. This is just ordinary daily work for her. And, the Eight of Pentacles is about building, doing all the practical steps about and ending up building something, really solid. But that's what this woman is doing. It's all work, but she's just really able to delight in the ordinary parts of her daily tasks. And you can see there's a ton of reason there's so much you could find joy and pleasure in this environment, right? I'm sure the smells are amazing, the sounds, the sights, all of it, the peace, that's very lovely. And then, again, go with the flow, trust. I get a lot of messages about faith and trust here. Letting it go, letting go the emotional stuff. This is a very peaceful card. Maybe something like, when I looked at this card, I was thinking maybe something like a floating tank. I don't know if you ever heard of that, or if you have something like that available. Just a bath, water, cleansing, cleansing the energy. Yeah. Trusting that things are being taken care of on a different level. Like, you don't have to do everything. Not every little tiny choice you make is going to, make as big of an impact as you think. You just do what you gotta do and get out of your head. Go with the flow. And then guidance, yeah. Again, reiterating this message about divine protection, prayers being heard. Another meaning of, with this guidance card, could also be about inner guidance. The thing is, for you, I feel like you're going to need to get into this energy of this being able to accept that you're just going to put one foot in front of the other, one step at a time, and enjoy it along the way. Find peace and pleasure and joy along the way in the little things. And I feel like if you get into that energy, you're going to be able to start to trust yourself again. Maybe some of you don't trust yourself right now. Or maybe you just can't even access your inner guidance because it's just too confusing. If you're anxious, it's definitely hard to trust yourself or tap into that inner guidance. You have to shift your energy. But you're very much getting a message about you can trust, you can go with the flow. You don't have to resist. So I want to get a few more messages. I'm not 100% clear. I definitely feel like the block is this not being able to be in this kind of energy that I was talking about with this Eight of Pentacles, and this going with the flow. I feel like that's the block. It's an energetic block based on some stuff going on in your brain. Okay, but I just want a few more cards for you. Can we get a couple more messages for pile number 3 here? What else do they need to know about this, please? What do they need to know about this? We have one more here, please. Okay. Of course, we got this card. We got the Patience card. It's the Seven of Pentacles. It's definitely got Empress vibes too, doesn't it? All the moon cycles there. You need to accept, right, that in order to get a full moon, it has to go through all those other cycles. The new moon, whichever moon you like. Anyway, every moon has all of the other cycles attached to it before it can get there. And, pregnancy requires patience. You have to grow something. It takes time. But, you know, and that's very much like, look, this woman probably really wants her baby, but she's like really enjoying, you can tell she just loves her pregnant belly. And she's just enjoying the process, the journey of you know, of growing a child. And she's not focused on the birth right now or worried about what's going to happen when her first 2 years kid's life. She's not way ahead of herself. She's just in the moment, accepting that things take time to grow. So that's your advice, okay? Oh, and then we got the Ten of Swords, rebirth. And again, look, this figure here just, I mean, this lion looks like, although it looks like she's coming out of the lion. Top of this camel. This is very interesting. Actually, you know what? Let me read this card for you, because I feel like the imagery here is actually important. I mean, it's always important, but I feel like especially this one. But the Ten of Swords is about the end of a tough cycle. It's like there's no more swords after the 10th sword. But that's a hard, you know, that's a very stressful place to be in. But no matter what else is going around, like, look, this figure is like is having joy in their flute or whatever that is. I think it's a flute. And they're at peace and they're enjoying this scene. So anyway, let me find this for you and read it. It's just going to take me 1 second to find it. Bear with me. Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm so close. I'm so close. I got it. Okay, here we are. Rebirth. This card depicts the evolution of consciousness as it is described by Friedrich Nietzsche, I don't know how to pronounce that, in his book, Thus Spake, Zarathustra. He speaks of 3 levels of camel, lion, and child. The camel is sleepy, dull, self-satisfied. He lives in delusion, thinking he's a mountain peak, but really he is so concerned with others' opinions that he hardly has any energy of his own. Emerging from the camel is the lion. When we realize we've been missing life, we start saying no to the demands of others. We move out of the crowd, alone and proud, roaring our truth. But this is not the end. Finally, the child emerges, neither acquiescent. I know I'm not pronouncing that. Why can't I say that word? I'm not even going to keep trying anyway. Acquiescent? Anyway, okay, sorry. Nor rebellious, but innocent and spontaneous and true to his own being. Whatever the space you're in right now, sleepy and depressed, or roaring and rebellious, be aware that it will evolve into something new if you allow it. It is a time of growth and change. So, yes, definitely, again, about like this mental energy, this acceptance, this faith that things are growing, things are evolving for the highest good. But again, a big message about allowing it. Go with the flow. Allow things to evolve. Allow the building to happen. Have patience in this process. Yeah, so we are kind of getting the same message over and over again. So I think that is clear enough. I feel like I want to say one final thing. I don't know what it is, though. Yes, I know what it is. I wanted to, even before I was thinking about this. So this, I think this card is not, because I really tapped into the protection message here on this card first. But this message is also about fortune, material gains, tangible material skills. So let's see, what is this? What's the fortune aspect of this card for pal number 3? What is the fortune aspect of this card? Okay. I couldn't let your reading go here. I'm sorry. We're going to make it a little longer. Oh, that's very interesting. We got the Ace of Swords with consciousness. Oh, wow. And look at and then new vision. This is the Hanged Man card in a traditional tarot pack. So again, this is like, with this card, there's definitely rebirth vibes again. This is about the integration of all of the things that you go through and having a new perspective on that everything that you have gone through was for a reason. And especially paired with this Ace of Swords, like this is a Buddha here, right? This Buddha is detached from material things going on around him. He's very much has a larger, higher perspective, a ton of clarity and faith and peace, evolution. So with these two cards, there's a big focus on clarity here. So I feel like at the end of this, if you can just go with the flow, you can tap into this energy of this Eight of Pentacles I was talking about earlier, all this patience, letting things grow one step at a time. I think really what you're going to be amazed at how things end up turning out for you. You're going to be able to see it all, how every single thing that happened along the way was required for you to get to where you're going. Or maybe not every single little thing, but all of the hard things, how darkness can transmute into light. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. You're just getting a lot of encouragement here. So this really could be about anything. It's going to be different for everyone. It's a general read, but yeah, I'm going to leave it at that because I really pushed your reading, and we're just kind of getting some repeating messages. So that's my indication to leave it as it is. So if this was helpful for you at all, I would appreciate a like and subscribe, and then I'll see you in the next one.